activated.
Okay.
Hi there, Matt. Right, this is number 7 now, I believe.
Yeah, number 7.
Got a rainbow as well, Matt.
Oh,
amazing rainbow. I hope they see that on the other camera, I really do. So it's not all been rainbows. It's been a bit of a storm going on at times, but that's the way I've been working this. It's wrong. Right.
Take 2.
Take 2. Hi there, and welcome to the Oggie Overhaul, number 7, with Matt TUCKNOTT, who I'm now going to call the Professor from now on. We had a comment, really nice comment actually, saying I could go on Sky Sports and replace one of their presenters, one of the female ones, probably because of my hair. And you should be going Open University because of all your technical
I think they were referring to knowledge.
Well, knowledge, yeah, knowledge, yeah.
I don't think they were.
General knowledge?
General knowledge, yeah, maybe.
We've just had a bit of a rainstorm. We are at Radnor Golf Club, and no disrespect to their range, they admit it, it's a little bit of a shed, so it might be quite loud at times. Some beautiful rainbows out there at the moment where I'll be hitting. Hopefully that'll be a good sign.
Yeah, definitely.
Right.
Yeah, no,
so,
absolutely. And what we're going to do on this one, John, and just so the viewers know, I think that last video we did where you sped it up worked well.
Yeah.
Because yes, just watching John you hit balls.
Numerous balls is not.
It could be quite boring. So what we've done now, and we are going to do a review of where we are maybe next week. Just if there are any new viewers that wanted to think, well, what on earth are these
kind
two
of an
doing?
Oggie Overhaul update.
Yeah, and also then to keep you all informed of the latest. This lesson is going to be working on some of those things that were highlighted on the previous sessions. Yeah.
Okay.
So this is going to be a fairly, I say, a standard lesson. Yeah. I've seen things. You've been sending me video lessons in between, or video
I've been
clips
regularly. So every time I go to a range, and send you little clips saying, "Look, Matt, I've improved the back foot lifting up, and improved hopefully the wedges."
And me normally saying, "No, try again."
But that's okay.
It wasn't. No, he actually made some big improvements. So I just want to have a quick look at those wedges where we did have the dreaded S word.
Yeah, we had major issues.
Yeah.
We actually sped it through on the gap test, but when you saw the results, you'll know that I was topping them and sending them to the wrong direction on numerous occasions.
So we're definitely going to have a quick check on that.
Yeah.
Just basics, which we'll pick up more so from the camera view from behind. And then we're going to actually try and get you moving through the shot better. Yeah,
Okay.
so that's the two major things. Quick look at the setup with the wedges and the strike quality, and then second part of it, actually getting you moving through and across the shot. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So as normal, I'm just going to get you to hit some balls to start with, because you are fresh out of the car park and doing whatever you were doing this morning. Yeah.
Painting this morning,
painting.
Matt.
There you go.
New painting, so
New painting. Lovely. Right. So let's start.
Okay.
Rock and roll.
Okay. So I know we're doing wedges today, and talking of high lofted clubs, we will be doing a bunker session at some point, but heaven's opened again today, so when the weather is good enough, we can get on with one of those. But that'll be in the update. We'll discuss
definitely
what the plan is going to be.
Perfect. Right, hit away, John. I'll, as normal, just have a little watch, see what's happening. And don't forget those practice swings.
I know, I remember everything else.
Yeah.
I think sometimes it's just over enthusiasm. You jump into the lesson and go,
which is nice, because if everyone turned up with the same enthusiasm you did, John, my day would go a lot quicker. Very good, keep going.
I don't know if the camera's picking up the splashes out there, but it really is wet out there.
Yeah, I think the last 12 hours of rain haven't helped any golf course around the country. Yeah, and just one more. Yeah, loads better.
Okay.
So when you look at those 5, John, huge improvement.
Yeah, certainly. I mean,
Isn't it?
you know, no topping at all this time.
No topping, no Susie sockets.
No, one a little
said.
bit to right, but actually nothing like as
but
bad
again,
as usual.
more path than normal. So that's great. And just going back on our last video we did with the gap test, that must make you feel better, more so than me.
Absolutely.
Because there's 5 shots that have worked
and
reasonably
I know you
well.
probably can't see where they are, but we can here.
Yeah.
And they are, all right, they're wide in dispersion still, but they're all pretty much the right distance.
Yes, exactly.
Similar distances.
Yeah.
So,
and that would, and we're not doing a gap test as such, but again, that would straight away get that dispersion a lot closer. And the difference between your best one and your worst one, in that instance, might only be 10 yards now.
Yeah, and it's slightly directional.
Yes,
as opposed to
the whole
maybe
thing's
having to discussed earlier, maybe having to hit over a pond or something, and the distance is completely wrong.
Yeah.
So
but all in all, that's a great start.
Yeah.
Whether viewers will pick up on this before we go into a more one-to-one lesson, the setup was a load better. Yeah. The path is still slightly suspect in terms of where that club's going. If we swap places for 1 second, but it was nice to see we got a bit more of a gap. Yeah, earlier in those previous videos we've seen you here. You're now here, which is a lot better. I still feel there's scope to improve which way does the club come down through strike. At very first glance it does appear to still want to come across that line.
Yeah, I still feel that, and I've said this when I've actually played with people on courses, I'm having to think about everything at the moment.
Yeah.
So sometimes I remember some of the bits and not everything.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that as I progress, it'll be second nature to put all those things into place.
And it will become more and more natural to do it. But short term, you're going to have to do a lot of work in front of a mirror, a window, a camera that's playing back at you. It's like real time. And the more time we spend together, the more I'd like you to really experiment. Where's this club coming down? Is it being started from the shoulder still, which it does look a little bit like. We know the body just tends to stand up slightly as we hit it. So just more encouragement to watch where that club's going from and to would be better, but that's a terrific start to the lesson. Really good.
Certainly a big step up from last time.
Big time, because in my mind, having seen the videos and then you giving me the feedback in between the lessons, I had in my mind how this first 5-10 minutes was going to go, and nice as possible I was expecting a few more out to the side shots.
Yeah, and to be honest, I could have sent you a video of the best bit. I could have edited very well. And just said, here's a nice video.
But no, that was good. That was a lot better. But all the time, looking for that more and more improvement, just make sure there is that gap between the butt end of the club and your legs. When we're swinging the club up and down, just try and be aware which way your hands are moving as you're playing those shots. It's just ever so slightly steep, but a lot better. The other thing you'll notice on the camera though is your right foot at best is probably here. And whether that's fair or not, you can see it when you replay on the camera those first few shots. By the end of the lesson, ideally I'd like to see bottom of that sole of the shoe as we hit through.
And I think if people watch the other lessons, they'll know that where you just described where my foot was is actually a dramatic difference to what it was.
Big time.
But again, as you said, every lesson is something
progress.
to move forward on.
Yeah, definitely. But that was a big starting point for you. So I think we'll carry on to that next point I wanted to look at, which is generally the movement across the shot. Okay. We might come back to that at some point, but let's hit some with some of the other clubs and see where we are. Okay. Yeah, very good. It's not nice as possible. It's still a little inconsistent.
Yeah, yeah.
But at the same time, that leg's moving a lot better. Yeah. I'll just video it with my camera. Yeah. So you can see it real time. But so much better. It was really good. We'll just put down some sticks for this one. I'll have that one opposite in line with the ball. So when you're hitting it, make sure the balls are there. Yeah. That's right.
Okay, Matt. So I've done a few 8-irons just very quickly.
Yeah, they won't be able to see me.
Matt's behind the screen at the moment. Yeah. Stop raining.
I feel safer here.
Yeah, it's fine. I think you said that much better strike-wise.
Yes.
Dispersion's still iffy, but that's fine. So what are we doing now?
We're just going to do a little bit of video work so you can see it real time rather than having to go back to your house, edit it, and then see the bits we're talking about. Yeah.
Okay. So you now put an alignment stick down here.
Yeah, perfect. You hit away, John. I'll get the video, then I'll come back and chat to you.
Just to warm up first. Ready?
Yeah, ready when you are. One more.
Straight into it?
Yes, please. Fine, and I'll just film it from the side as well. So one more, John.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, Matt. So, a little bit of footage, yeah, which I'll put on the screen.
Little bit of footage. Sun's coming out. Well, there we go. So we'll film this way, and then they can see us.
Yeah, yeah.
But, right. So once again, this will be displayed on this left-hand side. Yeah. Okay. Yep. The only downside of this is filming with on a range. It's very hard to get dead square to you, but at the same time it does enough of what I need it to show. The setup looks absolutely fine for now. Yeah, okay. Maybe the hands could be pushed a little further left, your left. When we watch the head, the turning looks really solid. Yeah. Okay. And again, that's more of an 18 handicapper turn. Yeah. As in, you haven't really done anything wrong at all. I like it. And before anyone says, well, why is it an 18, not a single figure? No, it's fine. It probably could be more dynamic.
Yeah. I mean, my body's not dynamic at the moment.
No, not quite. It's getting better.
It'll improve.
Definitely. Down we come into strike, and I'm just looking at this left hip getting out of the way. We still got a little bit flicky with the wrists. Yeah. But that foot and leg are moving so much better than normal. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. When I say normal, that's a bit unfair. From where we were,
absolutely.
This is becoming the norm now. I like this. It's still a little late. I need it earlier, but there's so much more.
Yeah.
Which is fantastic.
And I think part of the issue I still get, so when I'm thinking about things, is when the feeling that I actually get when I hit the ball and move all my legs and everything like this, is it still feels so extreme.
Yes.
And yet when you look at it on there, it's not extreme enough.
No, exactly.
So my brain is like saying, don't go any further than that because that's what it needs to be. But actually, when you see it in reality,
yes, it still says I could do more.
Yeah.
No wonder he's shouting at me more, because hang on.
It shows us more and more.
Yeah, which is absolutely perfect. Couple of exercises.
Okay.
Can I borrow your club? Let's swap places. You stand opposite.
Okay.
Must have done this before in the past, but again, if anyone's just picking up these videos for the first time, good to go back through it. Very simple. When I say give me the golf club, I want to put the golf club down so it's out of the way. Your first exercise is going to be as simple as this. You're going to put your left hand on your right hip. Okay, and I want you to try and feel that this right pocket is pulled, rotated laterally across strike before your right hand, multitasking at its best, hits your right leg. So I'm looking for that as a
So
movement.
it's like an advanced cup of tea drill now. We originally did the cup of tea drill, which was to me was like a pantomime thing where you just stroke the leg and went through. But now it's more about the pocket as well.
Definitely, and more importantly, trying to link this lower half of your body. Yeah, when I say lower half, lower quarter if I'm only using the right leg, but lower half of the body, trying to get that to zip across earlier in the sequence. But I also want the right hand just to clip the right leg so it gets that feeling of dropping slightly inside, whereas if we know when you make a bad movement your right arm, shoulders tend to come over across like so. Yeah. So up to the top, pull the hip, arm drops, clip that leg across, and whether you're going to tell the viewers or I'm going to let it go, you have had problems with the left knee in the past.
Yeah, I think I was going to discuss that on the update.
Yeah, okay.
Things.
So just bear in mind when, as a coach, I'll never say you can't do anything. Everyone's bodies might say they can't do things, but at this point in time, let's see what that left knee of yours can do. Yeah, that's the motion I want you to get there.
Okay. Yeah. So we're just going to do another quick demonstration for the camera, so because people may not have seen that.
So your left hand, John, right hip, tummy, belt, whatever you get hold of on that right side. Right hand up to the top. And I want you to get the feeling this right pocket gets past the stick, past being left, before your right hand hits your right leg.
Okay.
So I'm looking at a movement that goes back, pull, clip.
Okay. Yeah.
As this right side's coming through, the left side is getting out the way. Okay. But again, all you've got to worry about is, can I get my right pocket past that stick?
Okay.
Okay, right, your turn. Oh, as I fall over.
Okay, right, so this on here, just with this stomach, is bad enough to actually get...
Yeah, exactly.
Right, as my wife said the other day when she saw the cup of tea drill. Okay, so it's back here.
Yeah.
Go through it slowly, and then it's pull that.
Yeah.
Like pull that pocket through.
Yeah.
Before that happens.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
Very good. Go again. Keep going.
What I've noticed already is it makes your foot go up even higher straight away.
Yes. Yeah. And that's just where you need that little bit of feedback. Hopefully that's not hurting that left side of yours at all.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, and just let the right arm clip the leg as it goes across. That's it. Great swing. Yeah, oh look, he's even posed.
Before the cup of tea drill, I was basically just doing that.
Yeah.
And not thinking about what's happening with the pocket.
Yeah. That's it. And then if we swap places, John, you take that camera.
Yeah,
the next stage of that, John, right hand on the golf club, left hand still on your hip. Make your backswing as you would do with your right arm and hand. Okay, same idea. Instead of the right hand now clipping the right leg, you're still going to try and pull the hip across to start that downswing. So I'm looking for a dynamic movement there and across. And if I do that in slow motion rather than you having to slow it down,
Yep, and we'll do it from the other side just so we can see this side.
okay.
Okay.
So from there to the top, hand on the hip, pull and through. Reality of the speed might be, yeah, okay, you'll go.
That's as far wide I can get.
There you go. That was you saying that, not me. You need a wide screen.
I can do that top part of your body in a one shot, and the next part.
Yeah.
So, hang on, so this hand?
No, right hand. You had a choice of two hands. Come on.
That could be ambidextrous.
Yeah. Right. So left hand, right side.
Still on there, yeah.
Yeah, and pull and down and through. That's it. And again, if anything, keep going, but try and keep your head behind the white stick on the ground, yeah?
Yeah.
That was better. And once again, I'll try and get it from this camera view. That's it. Very, very good. Go again. Yeah.
It feels more dynamic. It feels like
Yes.
more of your body is going thrusting forward.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And that's the critical, isn't it? It should be moving you a lot more forward and through. Look at that right foot now. Very, very good.
Yeah, well I know the end position, the front bit is still we need to work on, you know, using the club. But this certainly throws your foot forward, throws all that weight onto your
It's there,
left
isn't it?
side.
Yeah. Across, yeah? Okay. So if we swap places, mine that camera's on the ground now, it should be fine for your feet. So if you said stage one was very much that motion, yeah? Stage two, introduce the club, right hand swings back, hand on the hip, pull and across. Stage three has to then be back, imagine your hands on your hip and through, yeah? Okay. And again, at this point, I wouldn't worry too much about a golf ball. Just try and get that feeling, am I turning better? Yeah. Now the good news when you bring all your cameras, it's like having mirrors everywhere. You could concentrate and look down there at just your feet. Yeah. And although that screen's a little bit small, it will highlight where your legs are as you go through strike. That's it. Yeah. Brilliant. And go again. And anyone watching from this behind screen or down line swing, that's the most we've ever seen that right foot come up in the air on the way through. Perfect balance. So that foot absolutely spot on. Yeah, really, really good.
Good thing about it is I now you've shown me, I now know in feeling where it has to be.
Yes, yeah, definitely.
When I go and practice, I remember that now.
Yeah, 100% so. Yeah.
This is it now.
Oh, definitely. There's swap places again. Slightly different way of doing the same thing. If you stand opposite me, yeah, take that one away. That's good. Again, I don't think there's anything necessarily new in golf. When I say new in golf, a lot of these coaching methods have been around for years and years and years. And then suddenly you see someone online do it and you think, wow, that's fantastic. And then you look back through old golf books and you think, a golf book written back in the 1950s, there's a picture of someone doing this next drill. Yeah. For example, set yourself up. As you swing to the top, just bring your left foot to the right side of that white stick. To initiate that downswing, left foot goes back at the same time as you swing the club through. Yeah? Now, in terms of sequencing, all this is really trying to encourage is that feeling as we go back, the weight goes to that right side. When we start the downswing, you move across. Far too many people, I think, when they first start, the old comment about keep your head still, keep your head still, keep your head still, they end up looking like that. So the head has stayed perfectly still, but they've lost the flow to it. So again, it's very easy for people to jump in and say, hang on, you're actually swaying when you do that, but at the same time, I'm just trying to get you to get that feeling of moving across the shot. Okay. So again, just go careful with your left knee. Up to the top, feel the weight's gone to the right, move it back to the left, shift it to the left. But the camera doesn't lie. People will have noticed your right foot so much more through, which is fantastic. And where this links in completely is when we're at the top. If you're starting the downswing of your hips, you're more likely to get this club dropping down rather than get to the top, swing your hands and arms, and then it's afterwards.
Yeah.
That was a big exaggeration of what you
Well, I don't know.
could do wrong. No, well, again, that's why it's nice to have it all logged. So up to the top, hips, then the club would be better, is what we're looking for in that golf swing, yeah? Okay? So come and have a go. One last point, you watching this, John. Weight goes to your right, weight goes to your left, yeah? Okay? Have a try. And just, all jokes aside, go careful in your leg though.
Let's just do this.
So as you, but as you take the no, left foot that side. Okay. So as you go back, the left foot goes back to your right. Yeah, right. Just wait there and feel the weight on the right of the stick. Yeah,
get it on the right leg.
Get the left leg on the left side of the stick and shift at the same time. Yeah.
Yep,
it just wants to be an exaggeration, yeah? Okay. And like I said, I don't want anyone saying, yeah, but he's swaying around. I'm just getting you to move, yeah? Okay. As opposed to standing still.
Do I need the stick in the way at the moment?
Yeah, the stick's only there just to say, look, that's my middle point, yeah? Okay. Obviously, you don't have to stick close that you're going to whack it, yeah? Okay. Yeah, back, through. Yeah, that's it. Okay. It's a total exaggeration, yeah? If we had force plates on the ground, it would really be showing that we're going to get 100% behind the stick, 100% almost in front of the stick when you finish. That's it. But I'm just so impressed with this right foot. So, go again, so much so that we know you like doing. That's it. Now Mr. Footjoy will be happy because we can see his logo now facing this camera for the first time ever, as opposed to it facing this camera. And yeah, it's a nice motion, yeah. So
the weird thing I will say is not about pain, it's just about I get a discomfort now in my left foot.
Yeah.
Because my left foot's not used to being having bending.
Yeah.
So that's just emphasising that the weight has been pushed on. It's not that it's a problem.
No. But at the same time, it just needs monitoring. Yeah, because remember, me as the coach, I can't feel your pain or discomfort, whether it's discomfort or just different. Yeah, you're the only one that can feel what you feel. Yeah.
I know when we first did the cup of tea drill and I was practicing that, I just had normal trainers on in the range.
Yeah.
And it really felt then.
Right.
So that's why I changed to my proper golf shoes.
Yeah.
And there's more support now. It's just you get that feeling, which actually is good for me because it means that it's going in the right direction. Does that make sense?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Yeah. And I think this is terrific, this amount of movement you got. And then you say to yourself, right, let's keep both feet on the ground now, but feel the weight goes to the right. Wait for it, and then feel the weight moves to that left side, yeah?
Yeah.
And again, is it Matsuyama?
Connecting of the ball or anything, that's fine. But
yeah, definitely. There's a guy on the tour at the moment, Matsuyama, that has that little pause at the top of his backswing.
Yeah.
I'd never met the guy, but was at a point somewhere in the past where he used to get to the top and not complete. You know, there's a reason why he must pause at the top, and I'm sure someone's going to write in and say, well, he does that because of X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
But I think you go to the top, set it, okay, move it, and through, yeah? As opposed to, what would have happened was up to the top, what down, oh, it's gone, I've hit it. Up to the top, I've gone.
Because in a way that slight pause helps me, because I now don't feel, you've got to wham, you've got to rush it through. Like I said, it's about rhythm in the end.
Smoother.
Rhythmic swing.
Smoother, yeah, smoother is easier. That's it, that's really, really nice, yeah? And then just introduce the ball back in, but if I've said this once, I've said it 1,000 times to people, if you learn the movement first, the strike on the ball will find itself, yeah?
Sure.
If you're worried all the time about the strike on the ball, rather than the movement, it's almost impossible to make a change in your body if your mind is just looking at the ball. Sure. So your mind is focused at this point short term in your body, long term you'll be back on the ground at strike.
At this point, it doesn't really matter what
so we
happens to the ball.
keep changing our concentration point, if you like. Okay, so go with 4 shots. We'll just monitor it off the cameras. I'll watch it from here, but just up to the top, stop and shift if you want to. Yeah, and again. So same again, and don't ever feel that you're rushing it. You get to the top, set the scene. Don't worry, keep going, keep going.
It's okay.
That was probably the best one you've got on camera. Nice. Yeah, very good.
Yeah, and all right. So we missed hit at 1.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't thinking about the ball, and the head lifts up, body lifts up a little bit.
Yeah.
Other 3, well, there's 2 of them virtually next to each other.
Yeah, exactly. And then that was the point of that last lesson we had when we did the gap test. Reality, out of 5 shots, you muck up a couple.
Yeah.
The nicest thing, although we only hit 4, ironically, there's only 1 bad one in 4, and that was still where I've asked you to stop, then restart. Just as a feeling,
and the amount of people that I've certainly played with who said, "Oh, I've just had to learn a new swing," and they go out and they say, "I'm playing awful because I've got a new swing."
Yeah.
So it's kind of expected that you're going to make some miss it down the ground, because you're currently thinking of everything else.
Yeah, definitely,
So,
definitely.
I don't mind that.
Oh,
I'm really
100%
pleased
so.
with the other ones.
I would be very pleased. Right, let's swap places for 1 second. You almost didn't want to give me your golf club,
No,
then.
enjoy
You're
that,
so keen. Now, John. I do view some of the people's comments, and there's a few comments about this bobbing around that your head does. My own personal belief is no one's head ever stays perfectly still.
Sure.
Yeah, because you're not a machine. You could go to an extreme drill of your head staying still, which we'll show in a minute, with your head against a wall and learning to swing underneath you. But this is where it's horses for courses, and the nicest possible, your body needs the freedom to move.
Yeah, my body won't allow me to have a purely still head and then feel balletic in between.
Exactly. So at the same time, I'm not then saying, well, your head can sway and bop up and down, but if you watch that video back, they were the best swings you've made, which is fantastic. But at the same time, if I can get your club being swung better, we'll have less bobbling around anyway.
Sure.
But we'll just go through a couple of very simple drills we can do that involve a wall, 1, and 2, if it's not a wall, it needs some reflective surface, i.e. a mirror, or a window, or as we do with the cameras, if we flip the screens up and see what it's filming, you can tell there how much head movement you make. Okay. But so impressed at this point, I'm going to say that needs practicing. And because we all sit in me fairly regularly, we don't need loads and loads more detail. I would rather you at this point just concentrate on shifting the weight back through, knowing that bit's better.
Absolutely.
And then we'll deal with the other bits as we go on.
Enormous confidence. I mean,
Big time.
Just those few balls hitting out there, it just gives me so much more confidence about knowing that my body can move in the right direction. And it's
definitely.
without pain.
100% so. And the other thing, and are we on this camera? Come on here. This one. And the other thing I was going to say was, when you look at, and maybe I emphasised too much of that gap test wrong on the average, but when you look and you had the print out of your best shot and worst shot, we're almost doing it for that just as much as the average.
Sure.
Now your best one, when you look, the club you're using is an 8 iron, 125 yards, those couple of shots that the 4 went, look back at that chart I gave you,
see where they were,
and your best one, 125 yards, it's probably improved. But the nicest thing is, also look at the worst one. The worst one was 1 miss hit.
Sure.
It's better. Yeah.
And to be honest, the dispersion looking out there is so much tighter.
Yes, definitely.
Just
Which is the
because it's
thing.
not now all arms.
Yeah, 100%. So it's all about benchmarking where we was, rather than maybe getting an average. But you've got the data of your best one and your worst one and the dispersion. There's 3 things there.
Sure.
Those 4 shots you hit, we don't need to look back to
so
see
much more
it was
consistent.
better.
Yeah.
Which is really good.
Yeah.
So we're just going to do a couple of drills now involving your head saying quieter, on the assumption that less is more. Less head movement is more consistency, but be realistic, you're no ballerina.
No, I'm never going to be. No, I'm not all the way in sleep or anything.
No, exactly. So we've got to appreciate this swing is for
I'm
you.
more French. Dawn French, Vicar Dibley. Okay?
Exactly, and she might come down, lives
she's
in
only down the
Cornwall.
road.
We'll give her a lesson as well. But the point I'm making, and that's thrown me completely
I
off,
would.
what I was
Right, so what we're going to do, I'm going to stop the lesson there because this is another long lesson.
And he's put me off as well.
So we're going to do a little short mini lesson about the head exercises. So that'll go the day after we put this one on, we'll put that one on.
Yeah, perfect. Sounds like a good
Otherwise,
idea.
Another hour of them.
Yeah, and the problem is I only book out an hour and this always takes more anyway, and not that you can see, but other people are waiting for me over that way.
Okay.
So as always, as John says, if you like the videos, make sure you subscribe. So I do watch them.
You do, yes, you do, yeah.
And give us that thumbs up as well.
Absolutely.
As we always say.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for watching. See you all again soon. Like I said, we'll do another little mini exercise one for the next video.
Perfect.
Okay, and an update one will be after that. Bye for now.
Bye. Oh, perfect. Almost dropped your car. Yeah.